Review Bros back with another review in the form of something a little bit different today. Alpha Dreams by Alpha Lion, which is a sleep aid slash fat burner slash muscle builder. So it's got quite a lot going on. Definitely an interesting product to say the least. We'll be getting into the usual taste, price and effects, so stay tuned for this one, guys. It might be the one for you. Before we get into this, guys, please do like the video and comment your thoughts below. And of course, if you're new, please do hit that subscribe button. So, kicking off this review like we always do, taste and mixability. It comes in two different flavours. The one we've got is Tropical Terminator, which, although it's called tropical, is actually fruit punch. And the other flavour is Honey Badger, which is honey lemon. Sounds interesting. Probably would have gone for this one out of the two, so that's just as well. So it's a 30 serving tub, which is a nice start. And a flat scoop gets you that serving. So I've just bunged it in here. Just going to mix that up and see how it comes together. So, let's see. Now, obviously with pre-workouts, taste isn't a big deal, but something you're going to be drinking right before bed, you don't necessarily want it to taste grim, do you? So, I'd make the argument that taste is a bit more important in this scenario, so let's see how it goes. Obviously I've had this before, but we always like to pretend it's our first time. Yeah, it's nice. It does, I wouldn't say it tastes fruit punchy though. It tastes like, tastes more tropical, so obviously the name Tropical Terminator makes sense, but I wouldn't have called it a fruit punch. But it's nice nonetheless. I just don't know if it's a particular flavour that you'd have before bed. It's more like something you'd be sipping on a beach, like a cocktail. That aside, it's really nice. So I'd probably give this an absolute solid 8 out of 10. And mixability wise, see that for yourself, guys. Perfectly fine, so no issues there. 8 out of 10 on taste and mixability. You want to talk about dollars?
You want to talk about dollars?
Okay, US guys, you go to alphalion.com where you'll find this product originally for $44.99. We've got a 20% discount code as always, RB20, brings it down to $35.99 US dollars, or $1.19 a go, which I think you'll agree is very respectable when you consider the label. Now obviously we don't have a price scale for sleep aids or anything of this nature, so I won't be able to tell you specifically where it comes to on a scale of 1 to 10, but using our common sense and a bit of research I can tell you that what you're paying for is good bang for buck. Probably should have mentioned it's also a 30 serving tub, a legitimate 30 serving tub, which is nice to see because we're normally seeing these 20/40 serving tubs. So it's good that they've just got a straight down the line 30 serving tub, so it will last you a whole month if you used to take it every single night, which you probably wouldn't necessarily need to do, so probably last you a good couple of months. But anyway, UK guys, you can get hold of this at powermyself.com, which is a UK distributor, and originally it goes for $33.99. However, we've got a 10% discount code which I'll pop up just there. That actually brings the price down to £30.59, so obviously that's just over £1 a go, which is crazy cheap when you actually consider what you're getting for your money, so they've done well on the price point there. If you do struggle to find this product on the website on powermyself.com, then just simply drop them a message on Instagram. They're easy to find, powermyself, and just let them know that you want to pick this product up and they'll be able to sort you out, no problems. Let's get through this label then. So a serving size is 10.1 grams. Up the top there you've got a bunch of electrolytes that's just going to help with the general functioning of the brain and body. Then we move into the amino growth matrix where we've got L-glycine at 3 grams. Now that's responsible just for helping improve sleep, protecting against muscle loss, and a few other benefits. Then we have L-tryptophan at 1 gram. That's responsible for helping with insomnia, sleep apnea, depression and anxiety. Next up, we've got the ZMA recovery matrix. So it's actually just got ZMA casually built into this formula, which is quite a nice touch, all at clinical dose from what research I've done. So obviously zinc's responsible for immune system boosting, learning and memory and wound healing. Then we've got magnesium, which helps with depression, anti-inflammatory, immune system boosting again, and then vitamin B6, which helps with mood, depression, brain health, and memory again. So all down similar lines there, but it's all just built to get your brain, you know, firing correctly, basically. That moves us nicely into the HGH matrix, so human growth hormone. And first up on here is GABA at 350 milligrams, which is on the lower end of dosing. We've seen sleep aids chuck in 1, 2, 3 grams of the stuff in before, crazy. But obviously that can come with negative health effects if you chuck in too much, so they've gone with a more moderate dose, but still enough to get things done. That's going to help with anxiety, mood boosting, promoting lean muscle and fat burning. So it's a solid ingredient. We do actually enjoy that one in pre-workouts and sleep aids. Then we move into L-glutamine at 2 grams, which is a solid dose. That's going to help with anxiety, immune system boosting, recovery, promote lean muscle mass. So it's a nice all-round ingredient. And the last ingredient in this matrix is Mucana pruriens 40% L-dopa at 175 milligrams, which is a sort of moderate dose, but definitely enough to work. That helps with cognition, increased testosterone levels, and helps with motivation. And in this case, that would be motivation to get to sleep. Moving on, we've got the Tranquility Matrix. First up is melatonin at 2 milligrams. That's a clinical dose, but on the lower end of that, we can see that dosed at 3, 4, 5 plus milligrams. But 2 is definitely enough to work. That's going to help with getting to sleep quicker, sleeping longer, depression, and also been shown to increase human growth hormone levels. So yeah, decent ingredient. You see it a lot in sleep aids. Last ingredient in this matrix is chamomile flower at 75 milligrams. That helps with inflammation, just helps you relax and get to sleep really. It's a pretty typical ingredient, you know, people drinking chamomile tea before bed. So yeah, it makes sense to see that in there. Moving on into the anti-stress matrix, first up we've got KSM 66 ashwagandha at 200 milligrams, which is definitely on the lower end of dosing. You know, studies show it to be 500 to 600 milligrams a day to actually reap the full benefits of that ingredient. However, 200 will obviously still have some effect. Now, what's that been shown to do? That's been shown to boost testosterone levels, reduce blood sugar, reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone, may also increase muscle mass and strength, and reduce body fat. So that is a crazy ingredient. I actually personally do supplement with it. I love the stuff. And then we've got L-theanine at 200 milligrams, which is a decent dose. You normally see this in pre-workouts, but you could argue it's probably more suited to be in a sleep aid, so it makes sense to see it here. That's going to help improve sleep, put you in a relaxed sort of mood. It's going to also help with focus. Normally you need some sort of stimulant to get that side of things from it. Immune system boosting and reducing blood pressure. So it's a nice all round sort of chill out, get you in the zone ingredient. And then wrapping this off, last but not least, we've got absorption matrix with estrogen at 50 milligrams. That's just going to help with quite obviously the absorption of all the aforementioned ingredients, the uptake of it, the bioavailability, getting it through you as quickly and efficiently as possible to get the most out of each ingredient and its dosing. They've also thrown in some more sodium and potassium at the bottom there. Again, electrolytes, just general health, bodily function type ingredients. So that is a pretty stacked and interesting label. They're covering a lot of different angles there. It's got the typical sleep aid ingredients you'd expect to see. So let's see how it comes together in actuality, shall we? Okay, let's move into the effects section then. Let's talk about what this product does and if it does it well. So, the first thing that actually weirds myself and Aaron out is that, although it's called Alpha Dreams, nowhere else on the tub does it mention that it's going to aid you with sleep. It's actually more pushing down the line of fat burning and sort of getting you shredded while you sleep, which is strange because it's definitely a sleep aid. It says aggressive nighttime aesthetics builder right there on the tub. And then on the back it says, if you aren't taking Alpha Dreams, then you aren't getting shredded fast enough. So they're definitely pushing the whole recovery, fat burning sort of route rather than it actually being a sleep aid, which is just a bit strange to me. That's why I thought I'd mention it to you guys, because I just think it's misrepresenting itself to a degree. Because even the label screams sleep aid, and nothing in the label is particularly going to do anything in the form of fat burning, not directly anyway. I mean, some of the ingredients have been shown to increase your human growth hormone levels or aid your body in increasing it whilst you sleep, which then has a knock-on effect to fat burning. So it's kind of in a roundabout way, yes, it could potentially burn fat faster while you sleep or more efficiently while you sleep. However, is it the best fat burner on the market? No, but it's weird. It is weird. It's not a fat burner. It's definitely a sleep aid. So that's just what I wanted to make clear right off the bat for you guys. So, moving into the reason you're going to buy this product, the fact it is a sleep aid, whether it likes it or not. I know it's called Alpha Dreams, but the rest of it just doesn't add up. Myself and Aaron have been using this on and off intermittently for the last couple of months, you know, a couple of nights here and there, then using other sleep aids, then back to this one, using it in different circumstances and then the same circumstances to see if it's consistent. And I can tell you that yes, it is consistent. Every time I've taken it, and make sure that you don't take it right on top of your last meal because it's just going to sit on your stomach. So you take it, I would say, at least 1 hour after your last meal before bed, and I would say actually take this 1 hour before bed as well. It just says shortly before bedtime on here, but I think to really get it kicking in at maximum effect, I reckon 45 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep. And then I'll tell you what, you definitely feel more relaxed, sleepy, chilled out. Like it's like someone's put a blanket over you. You just want to get in bed and relax. So it definitely does the job in that sense that it unwinds you and it puts you in a nice relaxing mood, which is what we buy these products for, right? In terms of sleep, I have found that I do sleep through the whole night. You know, there's no interruptions. I don't get up in the night for any reason. I sleep all the way through. I wake up fresh as a daisy. You know, I don't feel groggy from the ingredients in this, and I think that's because they haven't gone too crazy on the dosages. Like they've gone clinical, but they've gone on the middle to lower end of clinical on a lot of these ingredients, rather than like absolutely blitzing you to death with all of these sleep aid ingredients at max dose. Because then obviously, like I say, you run the risk of the grogginess the next day. So, what would I compare this to? Well, this is where it gets tricky with sleep aids because they can be quite inconsistent, and obviously the labels are just completely different from one to another. And obviously there's different kinds of sleep aids. There's the basic ZMA, then there's the more high-end ones like this that do the sort of recovery and fat burning as well. I actually got similar effects in terms of the sleep aid from the I Am Glaxon sleep aid. So if you've used that, you like that, then this one will obviously do the trick for you as well. Well, it did for me personally. Obviously the labels are completely different. They do share some of the same components like the GABA, the melatonin, the L-theanine. You know, they do share some aspects, but this one definitely does take its own route on that. So it is a good product. I've had consistent, really good results with it. And obviously this will be perfect for scenarios like this. I know we're obviously in a lockdown at the moment. Everyone's sleep schedule's all over the place. You know, we're staying up till 2 AM, 3 AM, 4 AM and getting up in the bloody early afternoon. So this would probably do the trick for you if you're looking to try and get an earlier night. Do a flat scoop of this, like I say, after your last meal, and it will just take the edge off and it will put you in a more sleepy mood, and then you're more likely to be able to get to bed on time. So if you are one of those people, definitely check it out. So what we've landed on discussing this product and taking into account everything you're getting and how it works, we're going to go over 9 out of 10 for a sleep aid. The reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because I have had more effective sleep aid supplements, there's no denying that. It's really on the upper echelon of very good sleep aids, but I have seen and had better. But by no means is this a bad product. And it's also nice, you've got to consider you're getting those extra benefits of the increased human growth hormone for fat burning and recovery. You've got the electrolytes, you've got the aminos in it. So it's a nice well-rounded formula, obviously mainly directed at helping you sleep, but with other benefits to it as well. So we're going to go over 9 out of 10 on this product. Definitely recommend. Scores on the doors then, let's wrap this up. So the taste segment I gave an 8 out of 10. It was actually very, very nice. It just seemed like more of something you'd be sipping on a beach rather than before bed, but nonetheless it tasted good, so who's going to sit here and complain about that? Then we move into the price segment. Obviously, like I said before, we don't have a price scale because we haven't reviewed enough sleep aid / recovery supplements to actually gain a feel for what a fair price scale would be really. But having taken this into account with the label, doing a bit of research, it definitely is good bang for buck. So I would say it's priced well. And then we move into the effects section. The reason you're going to buy this product, let's face it, we gave it a 9 out of 10. It is an effective sleep aid, absolutely works, and you've got the side benefits of the fat burning and the muscle recovery and all that kind of stuff. So solid product. Obviously I'm not going to be able to give you a total score because that price segment doesn't have a number. So just take all of those individual merits into account to make your own decision if this is the right product for you guys. Just want to wrap this up by saying thank you so much for checking in for this review. Let us know if you like these kind of reviews that aren't necessarily pre-workout related. You know, we've had a lot of people asking us to cover sleep aids, probably because of the current pandemic and everyone's struggling with sleep. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But let me know if you enjoyed this review and if you want to see more of these kind of supplements reviewed on the channel, and then we shall do that. Your wish is our command. And as always guys, stay sleepy.